Okay, hello again guys. Tonight I'm doing my first striker or stone and steel fire video. I've only made my very first fire of that method about 20 minutes ago. I've sort of just been setting up and I'm going to give it a crack. Obviously this more appeals to the fatwood community that's been subscribed to us and been giving us heaps of good comments. And again, another special thanks to Dean. This is using solely, apart from the fatwood, stuff supplied from a little fire kit that he gave me a little while ago. But I'll try and explain everything as I go to the people who don't know. I'm a full-on newbie, probably going to stuff it up, but hopefully I don't. So first of all, we've got a bit of quartz here. This is, I believe this is locally found quartz to Brisbane, and this is just a striker made from an old, I believe it's a Nicholson file, Australian made file, nothing too special. Things just ground the edges flat on two sides. And still, you can still use it as a file, so you know, pretty basic. So you don't need to spend money in that to, you know, you can get that from a garage sale or markets second hand for $1 or something like that if you shop around. I got char cloth to take the ember, and I'll be putting the ember into some jute twine. This is just like a little bit of jute hemp sort of rope that I've just unraveled some of the strands, and I've just fully pulled them apart to individual little strands, and then just kept pulling it apart further and further and further till I ended up with a little bird's nest like that. So the plan is to catch an ember on the char cloth. If you don't know what char cloth is, that's just basically cotton material, whether it's a pair of jeans or whatever, as long as it's 100% cotton. You put that into a little, like a tobacco tin, boot polish tin, or something along those sort of lines. You put the cotton material inside that. You can probably have a hole in it or just crack the lid a little tiny bit. Place that into a fire, and that'll cook off and turn it into char. You're basically making sort of charcoal sort of stuff, and that'll take the sparks. I'll throw sparks, and hopefully they'll catch. The ember, actually, you don't need to blow on it a whole heap, maybe just a couple of times, but then the ember will actually burn, smolder away for quite a while. There's no rush to do it. Then I'll put that bit of material in the center of the bird's nest, fold it over a little bit until there's a little bit of light contact, and then I'll just be blowing on this to try and get the ember hot enough, and then hopefully that'll go up, catch a bit of the fatwood on fire, and if it all goes to plan, I'll be successful. You don't need that much char cloth. I've just got more because I'm an amateur. Obviously with more practice, you know, hopefully you'll get down to where you need bare essentials. So here we go, also, when you've got punkwood or charred punkwood or char cloth and you have it in a tin, from watching some of the other videos, they're saying don't strike down into the tin because you'll knock the tin over. I don't have a tin, and again, because I'm an extreme amateur and I'm doing it on a flat surface, I'm just going to strike it down for probably hopefully better results for being such a beginner. Anyway, let's sort of get this thing happening. Try and get a few frayed edges. Hopefully they might go up a little bit easier. Okay, I'll pick a sharp edge from the stone. Let's do it. Got one. You can probably see that. Smouldering away. We got it. Woohoo! Backwards on fire. There we go. Awesome. I didn't think it was going to go that smoothly. I'll just open up the back door because the missus has been whinging. She doesn't want me to do this. Rightio, you can see the black smoke there. Pretty sure the car won't catch on fire. Okay, while that's sort of burning down, what else I'll talk about is another couple of little silky saws. A silky saw, sorry. This is the Pocket Boy. This is the extra fine tooth. This is what you'd be using for very hard timber, very hard sticks, and very small, thin little sticks. And I won't be doing it tonight, but I will do a follow-up video where I'll get some saws that are basically brand new from the Victorinox pocket knives. See, these are still very sharp, hardly used. Not sure of the model of that knife, but I'll find out when I do the video. And this one's the XT Hunter. I bought these knives. I bought these knives because of the saw. Then I found out and actually had a test go on the Silky saw, and the lady from the shop, she actually let me have a go on one of these against one of these in her shop. We put some little sticks into a vise, and to be honest, these little things here, which perform quite well compared to other pocket knife saws, it was almost like I was standing still. They were doing nothing at all compared to this. So after using this and seeing how much better they are than Victorinox, I actually sent Victorinox an email, and then they sent another one back asking them that they should get Silky to supply the saw blades for their pocket knives, and then that way they will hands down have the best sort of bush pockety knife that you could get. And because these Silky saw blades are so thin, you could probably get 2 blades for the thickness of one of these Victorinox. So I've sent that away, and that went to then I had to write it again. It went to one department, then I had to rewrite it again to another department, which might be their research and development or something department, and I've never heard anything back from them. So I think that would be an unreal sort of, especially with that sort of blade length. If you had the capabilities of a Silky saw with a blade length of, this would have to be every bit of 4 inches easy. This would actually allow you to have a knife and a saw that actually kicks ass. I will, like I said, I'll do a follow-up video and I'll just show you how much the Silky saw cut on the pull stroke kicks ass over these, over Leathermans, over anything else, especially on the small little branches. Okay guys, I believe I'll wrap it up. I will do another video specifically about the Swiss Army knives I have. I'll have to research which ones I have, their functions, etc, etc, and that'll be in another video. Okay, second fire ever with quartz and steel striker. Worked better than I expected. Excellent. I'm an expert.